window is not opening. There, my window keeps. I'm trying to keep it cool in here. Yeah, love me some chili peppers. He had sex with his dad's girlfriend at the age of 11. And I think he just did. Like, I don't know. My mind went really bad ways. First, I was like, well, what did she look like? But, that's horrible anyway. But, of course it did, because male. Holy crap, Joey Chestnut. Like, that's actually pretty cool. I hear people saying that, oh, you want to find a guy that can eat hot dogs? You want to find a guy that can eat some tacos. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Very good.
Yeah, because you gotta, like, get the, and then, well, I don't need to display it, but,
please keep going.
I love that the my fellow Filipina kept in the group. Usually, like, I have something to say. Okay nang baboy putang ina. Like, I only know the bad words. I don't know anything good to say, like, bakla mo, nang sarap, nang geek. I don't, like, what I just said, like, is just bad stuff. I don't learn the good words anyway. Why not? Like, why would you? And yeah, people, they do. They always ask you, like, hey, make lumpia. And, like, I'm like, I don't know, it's a Filipino egg roll. And I always get asked to make pancit. And, like, my wife doesn't like pancit. And, like, I was like, if I knew that, I would have, like, she's going to see this later. But, man, she don't like pancit. And people ask you to make that shit all the time. And adobo, they ask for it all the time. I just want to start charging people. But being Filipino is... It's weird, because Filipinos, I've been saying this even before I started comedy, they're the blacks of Asia. Because, like, they're all good at dancing. We get away with wearing goofy colors. We don't smile for pictures. We're just, like, just dogging fools all the time. But, like, so Filipinos are Asia's black. So if you're like, oh, what's a black person in Asia? Oh, the Filipinos are. This comedic break is brought to you by the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour on Friday nights at 5 p.m. on Facebook. He can send you the link, DM him, Tommy Feldman Happy Hour, where every minute is happy. Happy. I need to come up with a better tagline, but check out Tommy Feldman's show. Anyway, those just joining in, you're in the middle of me bombing. But what's funny is, like, if you woke up, I heard Chuck going off about COVID, and one funny thing that I just cannot imagine is, what if you woke up in a coma right now? Like, you're in a coma through all the shit. Like, what if you got to sleep past the troubadour phase of our political landscape to come back into all this? Like, oh, everyone's wearing masks everywhere. Is it bandits? Like, no, there's a deadly virus. Oh, you mean like SARS, H1N1? Is it the Spanish flu? Like, no, it's like a disease you get from saliva. Oh, is it herpes? Like... You imagine just trying to explain this shit to somebody? You guys could take that and run with it. DM me later if you think of some things that would go with that. I did see my son. Melanie did mention it. So I've never stayed with my son's mother this long. I stayed with her at their house for like a week. More than a week. And it was interesting because when you have a split home... Whenever the kid does good, they're like, oh, like, my son did so good on his report card. Or if they're trying to kind of be nice to you because you owe them money or they want something out of you. Our son hit a home run today in the game. When they fuck up and get sent to detention, your son went to detention. Your son called those people an N-word. Your son called these people this and that and the other thing. Like, so... If you're involved in any kind of split parenting, I think there might be some in this little circle of San Jose Squares here or wherever you're from. Like, get ready for that shit if you haven't heard it already. My son, your son, our son. Some of y'all are twins. Like, holy shit. Like, that's double people. Like, not like that's double people. I was watching Maury Povich. I'm gonna name drop this guy. You should YouTube Derek on Derek 28 Kids. This fool has 28 kids. I'm just so proud of it. I'm like, dude, like Screamin' Jay Hawkins had 57 or at least more. Like, holy crap, just popping kids out. Like, please stop with it. Like, I've said this before. Like, Jesus Christ, isn't two enough? Like, holy crap. Like, there's so many damn people everywhere all the time. And if we're fighting for resources now... There's dudes so proud, and this dude has, like, multiple wives, and can you, and these girls, like, I'll admit it, I don't care, like, the look of these women, I'm like, you have to share a husband because this was the best you were gonna do. Like, and I watched it with my wife, so I look like a pig saying it, but I don't care. They're like, I wouldn't leave him for all the money. I'm like, both of you don't look like you'd have the option to leave him. Like, it's that or like, but I gotta tell you, Melanie always touches on being single, and I gotta tell you, right before, bless you, salud, dinero y amor. She sneezed 3 times, I think. Well, anyway, when you have alone time, I want you to, Melanie, to embrace having downtime.
Oops, I'm sorry.
That's right. And alone time, because the thing is that before my set and during my set, my phone blew the fuck up. Some people asking me to help them move, people asking me to cover. I would love to have people leave me alone. Like, holy shit. Like, I would switch right now. You can answer my phone. You can be my secretary. You can have all these people blowing you up. And I will figure out what to do with my downtime. Because I don't get downtime. Holy shit. So if you... it's how you word it. It's how you look at life. Don't think of yourself as alone. Think of yourself as like... you don't have anybody blowing your shit up. Because, oh man, I'm so tired of people blowing my shit up. I was thinking, the other thing that I said this yesterday, but I want to be on Facebook because I want to talk to people and have fun to an extent. I just said I didn't want people bugging me, but I said I wanted to talk to people. What a fucking hypocrite I am. We all are. But I think that internet brave, that's my term. You guys can have that term. The internet brave. The people who are just like, would not say shit to your face. And it's funny, growing up you picked on like fat people or people who couldn't chase after you or like I want to see someone who thinks they can get away with going to like the local bar down here and picking on like some vatos or like Chuck Liddell. Like, say the shit that you say to people to them. See how far it gets. See if you don't get stuck or shivved. Or if Chuck Liddell, you can't fight. Let's see how long it gets. Because some of those guys made a living off beating people's ass to talk shit. Like Kimbo Slice. I mean, that'd be such an honor to be like, hey, they said some shit to that fool and he smashed his face in. I think I'm just grumpy because I'm hungry. Because I learned the hard way. And I forgot it was a Sunday. When you go to Chick-fil-A and you forget they're closed and it's a Sunday, it's like finding out there's no Santa Claus and he killed the Easter Bunny and like the Tooth Fairy's gone and you just knocked your teeth out on purpose. Like, holy shit, like, they're closed on Sunday. It's like, and you're sitting in the drive-thru, you're thinking, well, maybe, and our Chick-fil-A had an outbreak of COVID. So, like, they were closed other days. I was like, is it Sunday? Like, really? I don't see all the Mexicans out. It's not Sunday. Like, it's like everybody's out. Like, so I was like, well, I felt really dumb because if you go on a Sunday, it's whatever. But Chick-fil-A, I'll leave it. I got to work tomorrow. I fucking hate our work uniforms. They're really unattractive. I work at Cracker Barrel. It's the khakis. And we look like crap. Like, they don't look good. I love sexy work uniforms. Like Chick-fil-A, like, chicks come out and it's like half business. I'm like, I wish she was walking something else out. Like, you gotta have the sexy work uniforms, the fun ones. It gives you a little something extra. I mean, I think Hooters takes it too far. Like, okay, like, you leave nothing to the imagination. And since I live in the technological revolution, I have no imagination because my imagination has been programmed. So I don't need to have an imagination. But I tell you what I do need, some Tommy Feldman happy hour, Fridays at 5 p.m. You can check him out on YouTube and check him out on Facebook. And if you need the other link, I'm sure Vic can sell you a link on eBay. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Ezra Paco. Okay, let's see.
Say it's your birthday.
Say it's your birthday.
I'm sure Vic can play.
Okay, so this is